Hello everyone, welcome back to the second part of the Biodynamic Agriculture. Myself Priyasha from Department of Pharmacognosy at LJ Institute of Pharmacy. In Biodynamic Agriculture Part 2, we will discuss organic farming, pest and pest control methods and biopesticides. This is content of our presentation. Now first we will see the organic farming. What is organic farming? Organic farming is a production system which avoids or excludes the use of synthetic preparations like artificial fertilizers, pesticides, modified organisms or growth hormones. According to Food and Agriculture Organization, organic agriculture is a production management system which promotes or enhances agro-ecosystem of health. As per United States Department of Agriculture (USDA), organic farming is a system which avoids or largely excludes the use of synthetic inputs like fertilizers, pesticides, hormones, etc. It includes crop rotation, crop residue, animal manures, or mineral grades rock additives. These are the components of organic farming. For an example, green leaf manures, crop rotation, biological management, biofertilizers, manures, vermicompost. Now, this is the objective of organic farming. By organic farming, the genetic diversity can be increased, promote the use of natural pesticides, soil fertility can be maintained, control the pest, disease and weeds, reduce the toxic level in a soil. By it, we can protect the future generation and production of quality of food. Now, principle of organic farming includes health, maintenance of ecology, fairness and care. Now there are two types of organic farming. First one is pure organic farming. Second one is integrated organic farming. Pure organic farming involves the use of organic manures and biopesticides with complete avoidance of inorganic chemicals and pesticides. While integrated organic farming includes nutrient management and integrated pest management. Basically, 5 steps will come under the organic farming. First step is conversion of land from conventional to organic management. Second one is, by this we can ensure the biodiversity and sustainability. Third one is use of alternative source of nutrients. Fourth one is management of weeds and pests by physical, cultural and biological control system. Maintenance of livestock with organic concept and make them as an integral part of entire system. Next one, methods of organic farming. First method is soil management by adding manures. Keep the nutrient rich soil. Second one, use of mechanical methods for weed management. There are two methods. One is mulching. Mulching reduce the growth of weed. Second one is cutting. Third one, altering sowing of cultures with leguminous plant. Fourth one is controlling other organisms. Now, organic farming is important for environmental benefits as well as it provides the healthier food for the people, and soil is in better condition because of the manures are used. Now we will discuss the advantages of organic farming. It is advantageous for the prevention of environmental degradation. Second one, by using organic manures, the good quality of crops can be generated. It improves the soil and soil fertility, and we can generate the disease resistant species by organic farming. Now we will discuss the disadvantages. The production costs are high because it requires more expertise. The organic food is more expensive because farmers do not get much out of their land as conventional farmers do, and organic farming cannot produce enough food that the world's population needs to survive. That we can say also a limitation. Next one, different techniques are used for the organic farming. First technique is zero cultivation or no-till cultivation. Second one, different integrated systems can be used like integrated pest management, integrated waste weed management, integrated fertilizer management, use of biological pest control, organic concept, then solarization, integrated farm management, vermipost. Now, second one topic, that is pest and pest management. What is pest? Pest is an any animal, plant or microorganism that causes trouble, injuries or destruction. Pesticides means a chemical agent used to kill the pest. Now there are different types of pest. First, insects. Second one, mites. Third one is rodents. Fourth one is animals. Fifth one is birds. And sixth one is weeds. Weeds means unwanted plant material. The pests are working by sucking the sap from the plants, by eating or by damaging the crop in any ways. There are two types of methods to used for pest control. First method is natural method. Second one method, that is artificial method. Natural method depends on the environmental condition. And there are 5 methods which comes under the artificial method. First, mechanical method. Second one, biological method. Third one, environmental method. Fourth one, agriculture method. And fifth one, chemical method. In chemical method, we are using the pesticides. Next topic, that is biopesticides or bioinsecticides. What is biopesticides? Biopesticides is a formulation made from naturally occurring substance that control the pest by non-toxic mechanisms. Biopesticides may be derived from animals, plants, microorganisms, and it includes living organisms that are non-toxic or lesser in toxic. Now, advantages of biopesticides. Biopesticides are less toxic than conventional pesticides. It is designed to affect only one specific pest. Sometimes a few target organisms can be affected. It is effective in very small quantities and best substitute of conventional pesticides without affecting crop yield. There are 5 types of biopesticides. First is microbial pesticides. Second one is plant incorporated protectants, that is PIPs, biochemical pesticides, botanical pesticides and biotic agents. Now first, microbial pesticides. Microbial pesticides composed of different types of living organisms applied as a conventional insecticides like sprays, dust or granules that are non-toxic and non-pathogenic. It includes the use of insecticides, fungicides, herbicides or growth regulators obtained from microbial. The bacterial pathogens, the common example of bacterial pathogens is bacilli, is mainly used for controlling the insect, and the fungi is used to control the weed and kill the specific types of pest. The best example of subspecies like Bacillus thuringiensis, because when it is ingested by pest larvae, release the toxins and damage the pest, eventually it kill it. Second one, plant incorporated protectants. It includes genetically modified plants to express genes encoding insecticidal toxins. Pesticidal substances are produced from the genetical material from the plants or organisms that has been added to the plants. We will see example. For an example, the scientists can take gene from the Bacillus thuringiensis, a pesticidal protein, which is introduced into the another plants of its own genetic material. So by this we can get a disease resistance plant. Third one is botanical pesticides. Botanical pesticides obtained by naturally, either available in a plant material or in a crude preparations. For an example, azadirachtin, that is the active ingredient of the neem, which affect the reproductive and digestive process of pest. Second one, other examples like nicotinoids that obtained from tobacco, natural pyrethrins obtained from the pyrethrum, rotenoids and neem products are used as a botanical pesticides. Biochemical pesticides. The biochemical pesticides are naturally occurring substance to control pest by non-toxic mechanism. The best example of biochemical pesticides is insect sex pheromones. Next one is biotic agents. By using of predators, the biotic agents work as a biopesticides. They consume several to many prey over the course of their development. They are free living and they are usually as big as or bigger than their prey. Thank you for watching my presentation.